How's it going, everybody? I got a nice video on guild raids today. First things first, though, I'm going into what units to use and how to formulate a team to do maximum damage. Well, part of it goes off of guild raids. See how I have 2 human unit, 2 elf, and 1 undead? Well, if you go to my barracks, I was attacked earlier, so it uses up to the tier 2 unit. The tier 1, as you can see, has half the spawn time, so it finishes before the other. But anyways, there's the human, and there's the elf. They get used, so you got to keep that in mind so you don't use those in raids. So if you're running 4 undead units, you will not be able to use skeleton warriors, which skeleton warriors are the #1 unit to use. They do the most damage. Well, now on raids, this would be the team you would want to use. And keep in mind, your units don't have to be transed. The only units that have to be transed really are the instructors, because the units do the damage, not necessarily your hero units. Now, on harpy, you would obviously swap out, skeleton warrior for the wizard, and most people put priest or steampunk instead of priest, and then battle drummer instead of sorcerer. Now, the reason why you want to use these units in particular is for crowd control, except for Succubus. She has an all-unit buff, and I will show you. This is how to maximize damage on guild raids. Now, I'll move my bubble. This is what I usually do. I have 2 attack speed and 1 attack damage. I will wait and then use 2. If you use them in tandem, it does a lot more damage. And also, since the attack buff has more shorter cooldown, you can use it up to 3 times. So you can get the double damage boost and speed boost off at the same time. But anyways, Succubus's ability, Madness, I skipped over it a lot. I have no idea why. I never read it all the way. Anyways, it buffs everybody's movement speed and attack speed. You want the priest for healing and also for more crowd control reduction. And then the same thing with the fairies. They keep proccing, make the units immune to blowback, and those little wings make them fast. So they get stuck on that boss. That is what you want. Now here comes the sorcerer. The sorcerer makes it his totems to where they're immune to knockback, blowback, or freeze. So whichever one you decide, or it's random, but typically that's the team you want to use. And this is just the team that most of the Korean players and most of all my guildies use as well. But then again, or not really then again, you keep in mind that, I'm going to run out of time, you don't need to have these units transed. As you can see, my heroes are doing some damage, but it's nowhere near the amount my troops are doing. So keep that in mind, and I forgot to equip a pet for damage. Damn, I always forget to do that. Anyways, after this is over, and okay, goody. 167,000 damage. Pretty good for me. I usually hit about 150 to 200,000. If I equip a pet, it'll be better. Now on to that, the pets. Which ones do you want to farm? Well, gold pets mainly, but the next pets after gold pets that you want to focus, if you can't get like Tinky or Icy or Lamp, you want to focus Potang, because this guy increases the attack power of humans. You want Woola because he does elf units, and do I have him in the shop at all? No, I do not. That's right. Moon does undead, and you have to get him to the third one for all of them, or second. You got to get the 3-star in order for them to get their damage buffs. With him and Squirl as well. All of them at 3-star will give the most raid damage buffs until way late game when you guys get Belial. This does not apply to you, but he increases everybody. But anyways, with raids, there's 4 new pets, and then when you get them to 5-star, you will get a 7-star artifact. Yeah, I have no idea what they do. No one really has any idea. But until then, if you want to maximize the amount of damage you do in raids, only use lower troops in wars, and try to save your top tier units for the raids and get those units. Now, next on that would be to make sure you have your trainers transed, because as I said before, out of that 160,000 damage, my heroes only did a couple million damage a pop, so as you can see, they don't do a lot of damage. But if you don't have those units, any unit that does attack speed bonus, like if you don't have a Succubus but you have a Medusa's an okay substitute, because her natural increase everyone's attack speed and where to go. Oh, Should be down there. So anyways, you gotta read it. Anyways, just drummer's also good. Oh, that's right. On harpy, you want to replace drummer or sorcerer with drummer and priest with steampunk. More attack speed, more attack power, more attack range. But other than that, that's the team you want to use on guild raids. There's no specific, you know, one unit you want. Well, like I guess that is the most specific you can use. That's really about it. It's that setup I just showed. If you don't have that setup, just work with what you got. Not everyone will have it. Not everyone can get it yet, but that's what you want to work towards. The best spells to use is 2 attack speed, 1 attack power, just so you can stagger them. Some people may find it better to have a healing spell if your guys are dying too quick, because then again, I'm not in the lower raids, and I have not seen any of my guys die in the second raid. I guess that's it for guild raid videos. Other than that, I really don't know what to cover about them. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Got a Facebook group going on. I'll leave a link for that. I think I can. I'll leave a link for Line. And yeah, you guys have a good day and have fun.